Hello, everybody. I would like to just go over a few introductory items to Excel, especially if you're new on your journey, to get you used to some quick wins and some easy ways to be able to better utilize Excel. So, one of the first things that I see is a lot of times when people are new to Excel and they're trying to figure out their spreadsheet or go about their job and they're relatively new, they'll kind of just be in their spreadsheet going around and then they'll say like, well, hey, like, this number stands out or this number stands out. Like everything's negative and then all of a sudden it's positive here. Um, or why is this number so low? And it's like, well, I don't know what this number relates to, right? Because there's a header way up here. So, okay, that's November. And then I got to go back down. And where's that number that stood out to me? Oh man, I don't know. I don't think it was that one, but I know it's November up top, but then out to the left, it looks like that's software sales in 2018. So there's something called freeze panes. So you go to the view tab. There's this little button right here, freeze panes. So what it's going to do is you can see I'm selected right here in cell F2, and Excel will put that out there. So as I move around, you can see now Excel tells me I'm in C9, which is C9 right there. So I'll go back to F2. When I freeze panes, it's going to lock in everything to the left of the cell that I am in and everything above the cell that I'm in. So in this case, I want to see all of the header information and I want to be able to scroll through all these numbers. So I'll hit F2 as that is the top and leftmost number. And then I'll say freeze panes. And now when I scroll over to November, I can still see all of these headers. And when I scroll down, I can see, hey, this is November, this is full year, this is August, and that's advertising sales in August. That's what the cell is. So I can always tell exactly where I'm at in the spreadsheet. So that's one really great trick to be able to help you keep your bearings as you navigate through a spreadsheet. Another great trick is some of these keyboard shortcuts. So if I need to scroll all the way down to this, it's going to take a lot of scrolls. But if I just, for whatever reason, wanted to go right to the bottom and add in some new data, I can press and hold the control key and then hit the down arrow. Excel will automatically go to the last cell that is contiguous to the cell that I was in. So if I want to go straight to the top from here, I'll just go control up. And now you can see I'm in that February cell. Control down takes me to the last row. If I do it one more time, it'll take me to the very bottom of the workbook. That's row what? 1 million and something. If I want to go back to the bottommost row of data, I'll just do control up and it'll take me right there. So those shortcut keys, it works in any direction. If you want to go to the right, control right, and there you go. They're at the bottom and rightmost corner of the data set. The last thing I want to talk about is putting on a filter. So data filter. I've got, let's say I'm not familiar with this spreadsheet and I don't know what this scenario means. I've got the filter and I can see, okay, in this column, there's actuals, there's budget, and there's forecast. Let's say I only was concerned about forecast at the moment. Unselect everything else and just look at the forecast. I've got these rows of forecast. You can see it's only for 2023. If I take this off, which I went to the data sort and filter right where I put it on, and I just hit that clear button. We come over here, I see, oh, well, in that forecast, I only had 2023, but I've really got dates all the way back to 2012. So what scenario? Well, it's just actuals there. So I can tell that I'm filtered on year right now because there's that little funnel there. On all these other ones, they're just down arrows. So there's no filter there. If I only wanted to look at R&D expense, I don't have to scroll through this and find it. I can just type in R&D and it'll give me R&D. Then I hit OK. And then you can see now I've got that funnel on account and it tells me exactly what it is equals R&D expense. There's no funnel here. So it says showing all, and on the year there's a funnel, and I'm only looking at 2012. If I wanted to take them all off, I would have to either go in here manually and say clear the filter from account, and then I would have to do the same thing for the filter from year. If I had other columns that I was filtered on, I'd have to do it for each one. Or you could just come up here to the ribbon and hit this clear button, and it'll take all of them off at the same time.